Hello, I am Jessica Grant, and in today's episode, we will explore a small community at the master's school called MISH that is actively working to help citizens of Jamaica after the tragedy of Hurricane Melissa. Two students who are deeply interested in the well-being of others despite being far away have collaborated with faculty to make a difference, alongside two students who are Jamaican and went to Jamaica to help. Today, we will hear from those two students who have shown interest in this topic, Michaela Riley and Gideon Silkowski, along with one faculty member eager to support this effort, Allison Eggleston. And lastly, those two students who helped face-to-face, Alex Pinnock and Sienna Murray. Now, we will hear from Michaela and her perspective on this topic.
I migrated from Jamaica in 2020 when I was 12, so a majority, basically all of my family, is in Jamaica, and the only people up here are some extended family and my mom and my brother. But basically because of this reason, I found it very difficult to connect with many people who are still in Jamaica at the moment because cell towers are down and many of my family's homes have been destroyed. And I think that it's just something very close to home. I really wanted to do something with all the resources that I have at Masters and really use it for good, to be a power for good, to help people, help my community in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. How did you present this to them? I know how you just told me this, but was it in a meeting, or were you just I just had this idea and
So it started when the hurricane just came around, and personally I've been going through so much with college work and college apps that the only thing on my mind was college and the hurricane. And I had been asked by so many students and faculty, one, how was your family doing? And two, how are you doing? And I went to Miss Miller and I told her I want to do something about this. And she agreed with me. And then I talked to Gideon Silkowski, who's the co-chair of MISH, and he told me that there's a committee already who, with a couple, 2-3 students. At that time it was Tommy, Alex, and Gideon, and they wanted to start a committee basically talking or trying to at least fundraise for Jamaica. And I decided to pitch my ideas, and then we started presenting about it, and we're putting up some drives right now.
I know you want this to have a positive effect, so just tell me about what you want to come out of this.
I think, speaking as someone from MISH as well as the Hurricane Relief Committee, I think that what we really want is to help, period. I think that we really want to show people that we're trying to help in a way that isn't just canned food and used clothing that we all that you used yesterday and you don't even want anymore. I want people to feel seen and heard and special. Speaking from a personal point of view, I just want to know that my country is okay. I know that many people's housing, especially in St. Elizabeth, for example, has been demolished. I know that many people have lost their jobs. I know many people don't have anything to eat at night. And as much as I am worried about my own family, I think of Jamaica as a whole as my family. And my biggest concern right now is them and how everyone is doing. And I just want to be able to say that I really helped.
Michaela provided us with a perspective of somebody who is from the island and feels the effects personally. Now, let's hear from Gideon Silkowski, a student leader from MISH's Relief Group.
So, in the wake of the Hurricane Melissa, which is currently striking Jamaica and surrounding Caribbean countries, we at the Master's School want to help in whatever way we can. And so collectively, myself and a couple of other students are working together to right now start a drive so that we can send products down to the people who need them desperately. And we're planning to enroll this throughout the next year.
For your friends that are Jamaican, or people from the Caribbean, did those people also help influence your choice to also help this?
Absolutely. Yeah. As I said myself, I have plenty of friends who are Jamaican who I know are at the very least terrified of what's going on over there because it's a horrifying situation. Yeah. People and my friends are such motivating and driving factors for me in everything I do.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this interest meeting you said you had?
So about 2 weeks ago, we had an interest meeting at around 6 p.m. in the center, and we asked as many people who could come to come. With that 4, there was also 5 other people, I think. There was Sienna and Zara Murray, who are 2 Jamaican students, international students. There was also Liam Chapelier, Brian Catalan, and Miss Eggleston. Oh, and Eileen Kang. So that interest meeting went very well. We started to work on a spreadsheet of things we wanted to get done immediately. We started to formulate ideas of how we could get a drive going, what we could ask for that drive, what we could do to reach out to other schools with that drive, and just start percolating ideas.
This drive that you're doing, what are you supplying? Like, I know you did mention underwear, but like, can you mention, is there any more stuff?
So right now there are 3 main things which we're focusing on. Pairs of underwear, which I said, but also batteries, solar-powered everything, because many electrical grids are shut down in Jamaica right now. Mm-hmm. There's an estimated 500,000 people are currently left without power, and so there's an immediate demand for generators for ways that people can get energy so that not only can they keep living functionally, but also so that they can reach out and contact the people outside of the island who might not know how they're doing. And also the other thing is tarp, because with Hurricane Melissa, there was massive housing disasters. There are places, buildings that are completely torn down, and roofs aplenty, which are currently in desperate need of supply and repair. And so we are trying to collect mainly, we're raising funds for tarp.
Gideon has an interesting perspective as somebody who is not from Jamaica, but has many peers who are. Now let's hear from a faculty member, Allison Eggleston, who is not from Jamaica, but really wants to help. How can listeners or members of the school community continue supporting the effort?
I think I can actually say that I do have a personal connection to the natural disaster because, students that I teach have been directly impacted by this. Some of the different clubs that are on Masters have been directly impacted by this. And so I think even though it doesn't have to have affected you on an immediate personal level, and so I think for people who want to help, it just kind of takes a little curiosity and just awareness of what Masters is already doing. And I can say from personal experience that organizations, clubs like MISH on campus are like the most welcoming groups. And when there's something like hurricane relief, they're happy to get any person who wants to help be a part of the team.
Hearing that perspective from a faculty member is very inspiring. Now let's hear from 2 students, Alex Pinnock and Sienna Murray, who are 2 Jamaican students here at the Master's School that went to Jamaica and helped face-to-face, starting off with Alex Pinnock.
So how did you join in on their relief group?
Well, I was contacted by Miss Miller and a lot of my friends, at least, Kayla specifically, because she's also Jamaican. We wanted to do something for the hurricane, and MISH was kind of that opportunity because Kayla's part of MISH.
So when did you go to Jamaica, Thanksgiving or winter break?
I went to Jamaica on Thanksgiving break.
So was there like boxes of stuff ready and you just like kind of brung them with you?
Yeah, there was like a donation box in the center, and essentially me and my mom brought the stuff, and then we just went to Jamaica with them.
So when you went to Jamaica, where did you go? Like, where did you drop off these boxes, or did you like give them out? Like,
so my cousin Carlos, he's been doing things for the hurricane because we're from St. Elizabeth, which is the same parish as like the hardest hit area, which is like Black River. We weren't actually able to go to Black River during this trip because the roads were like, understandably pretty bad. But like we could see the effects of the hurricane around the country. So.
What did you see?
Specifically in St. Elizabeth, around Junction where we were, the power was kind of sketchy. Like some parts were kind of messed up. It wasn't as bad as Black River, but we also went around to some parts of St. Anne as well, and there were some power lines that were kind of down and things like that. So it was kind of in the process of repairs, but you could also see it in like the trees because a lot of them were just like absolutely destroyed.
And how did it make you feel to like actually be able to help out with Jamaica with the effects of the hurricane?
Felt good, nice. I mean, it was really it was specifically, I guess, when we were in Junction, me and my mom went to my mom's old primary school, Ballard's Valley, and since I brought my camera to take photos and stuff, The school got pretty destroyed. Like a whole classroom was like absolutely like messed up by the hurricane, and it just kind of felt good to be able to like bring awareness to things like that.
That was an amazing perspective of somebody who saw the tragedies up close. Now, let's hear from the second student, Sienna Marie, who also got to witness what Jamaica is going through.
What information did you get from that meeting?
From the meeting, we had actually, before the meeting, we had prepped a bit, seeing how to get, how to import products that were needed more than others. And we had discussed this with our mother and a different person helping a foundation down in Jamaica as well. So we had gathered what supplies you would need and if it would cost money to bring down the supplies. And then we brought that information forward to MISH, all combined with other ideas. We had settled on stuff like underwear was needed a lot, such as like period products. We wanted to send down tarp as well, and there were some ideas of canned food, but I don't think we did that.
So you were asked to take those supplies down to Jamaica. And when did you go? Did you go during Thanksgiving break or winter break?
So we actually took down as much as we could during Thanksgiving break. There was a donation box in the MISH, not in the MISH room.
The center?
In the center, yeah. There was a donation box in the center, and we had collected as much as we could and much as we could fit in our suitcases, gone down during Thanksgiving break, and then also during winter break, we had packed up the rest of the stuff, and then we put it in our suitcases and sent it down as well.
And what did you see while you were in Jamaica?
Well, we had planned to go down to our farmhouse in Jamaica in St. Elizabeth, and St. Elizabeth had been hit one of the hardest, and we had a lot of houses, including our own, had been like almost completely destroyed. I know somebody's house who even now still doesn't have a roof on it from the hurricane, and they had to use tarpaulin to like a tarp over the house to prevent rain from getting in. Some places even struggle with Wi-Fi still, though that has gone back, I think, almost completely now.
And how did you feel going down there and like helping out? Like, how did that make you feel personally?
It more felt as though I was just doing something regular, as of course, like I was helping my community. That didn't feel as if like, oh, I was going out of my way to do something, but it felt right, is what I have to say about that.
The views amongst the students and the faculty all have one thing in common. They both want to take that step and help people who are in need, especially after this hurricane. This process will take some time, but with all the support they have, this project is bound to be something great. This is Jessica Grant, and on behalf of the TBN staff, thank you for tuning in.